The world began with warmth. Kiko nestled in his mother's fur, safe in the treetops. Life was simple, clinging to her back, tasting milk and marveling at the jungle's colors and sounds. But the jungle's peace shattered. One golden afternoon, Kiko's mother leapt desperately, but a flash of tawny fur ended everything. Thrown into the ferns, Kiko was unhurt, but utterly alone. The silence that followed was more frightening than the roar itself. Night fell and the jungle transformed into a place of shadows and fear. Every sound sent terror through him. He called for his mother, but there was no reply. The playground he knew was now a labyrinth of fear. In a single moment, Kiko's world was torn asunder. He was left to face the darkness alone. Hunger and fear became Kiko's new companions. Too weak to climb, he survived on dew and grubs fading fast. Then a squirrel named Squeak appeared. Busy, curious, and unexpectedly kind. Squeak dropped a nut near Kiko, then cracked it open for him. That small act was a lifeline, sparking hope. Squeak became an unlikely teacher, leaving food and showing Kiko what was safe to eat. Kiko watched, learning to sniff fruit, listen for danger, and move with caution. Survival was no longer impossible. It was a lesson taught by a neighbor. Each day, Kiko grew a little stronger, a little wiser. The jungle's indifference was met with small acts of kindness. Kiko's first lessons in survival had begun. He was no longer invisible. He was learning to live. Strength returned, and Kiko's world expanded upward. He learned from parrots which fruits were safe, and from deer how to sense danger. The jungle became his classroom, every creature a teacher. He mimicked monkeys' leaps, practiced balance, and mastered the canopy. Each fall taught him resilience, each success, confidence. He learned the signs of rain, the best shelters, and secret jungle paths. Fear faded, replaced by understanding. Kiko was no longer a helpless orphan. He belonged to the jungle, and the jungle belonged to him. The wild was no longer a monster, but a living, complex world he could navigate. He was becoming a true creature of the trees. Years passed. Kiko grew into a clever, solitary survivor. One day, he caught the scent of lion, the same that haunted his childhood. He saw the pride, and among them, the scarred old male who had shattered his world. Fear surged, but Kiko did not flee. Instead, he watched from above, calm and alert. The lions were powerful, but unaware of him. Kiko realized he was no longer a victim, but a strategist. From his perch, the lions seemed less like monsters, more like fellow creatures. He had mastered the world above, and fear no longer ruled him. As he slipped away, he felt a profound shift. He was free from the past. The jungle's dangers remained, but so did his courage. He was no longer a prisoner of fear. Kiko became a legend, not a king, but a wise, solitary figure. The jungle was his home, its language his own. One stormy evening, he heard a desperate cry, a baby monkey, alone and afraid. The scene mirrored his own past. Empathy stirred within him. He could have left, but remembered the kindness that saved him. Gently, he comforted the orphan, sharing warmth and safety. In that moment, Kiko became more than a survivor. He became a protector. He carried the baby to shelter, vowing to teach it the ways of the wild. The circle of life and kindness continued. Kiko's journey from orphan to guardian was complete. The jungle's story would go on because of him.